one of the things, I guess you could say the bad things, because when you, first of all, let me introduce the video. This is your boy ATruckerNamedJay, checking in. Before I really get into it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. You want to see more videos like this about trucking, you just like the way I talk, you like the way I look, you want to see more of me, hit the bell so that when I upload the video, it come right to your phone. You know what I mean? Make sure to comment, interact, and all that, and also share the video to anybody that might find this information useful. Anyways, let's get back into it. So, when you get a local truck driving job or a regional truck driving job, you often hear people speak of most of the pros. 9 times out of 10, you don't really hear people speak on the cons a lot. You know what I mean? It's not really a lot of negative. I'm not gonna say negative information, but like we have a bad habit of trucking and not giving the full synopsis, if you will, of a truck driving position and what all comes with it, what all goes into it. And with local and regional, one of the bad things that can happen is breakdowns. Now, what makes a breakdown different for a local truck driver than it does for a OTR driver? Well, it's simple. As an OTR truck driver, your only destinations for the most part are shippers and receivers. You know, you may have to go to the terminal every once in a while, you know, to do some safety stuff or just to stop by. You may have to go to an occasional shop every now and then, like a scheduled PM. But for the most part, the only places you are planning to go to are shippers and receivers. That changes when you decide to become a local and a regional truck driver. What I mean by that is when you decide to become a local and regional truck driver, you're now trying to get home. Whether that's every day, every other day, or once a week, on the weekend, at some point in that 7-day week, you are trying to get home. So what happens is a lot of people don't speak on this. I've maybe seen 2 people speak on it out of all the truckers. That load taking you home is probably one of the most dangerous loads to pull, because once as a truck driver, you know, most like casual workers can't relate to this. The 9-to-5s can't relate to this. Anybody else can't relate, but maybe besides like military, any other profession where you spend an extended time away from home can relate. But going home after being away for longer than, let's say, 3 days, if you enjoy being home, because some people don't enjoy being home. That's why they OTR. They don't like none of their family. They don't like their significant others. They only like their damn kids. So they just get on the truck and disappear for however long they decide to disappear for, and they cool with that. But the average person actually likes being home and likes being around their family. So being gone is just not something that they want to do. So the excitement, the excitement that comes with going home puts you in a dangerous position as a truck driver, because now you're going to do whatever it takes to get home. You're going to do whatever it takes. You know what I mean? Safely, of course. But the issue comes in is when you have a breakdown on your way home. And now that messes up your entire schedule. And that's what just happened to me. I was on my way home from a run in Kentucky, and I had a tire blowout. Simple stuff. Tires are going to blow out on you as a truck driver. That's just trucking 101. But what happened is that because I am a port driver and I am in West Virginia, there isn't really a lot of people out here who have the specific type of tire that the containers use. And what I'll do is I'll probably put a clip in about right here. Alright, so this is the tire. This is the tire right here that went flat. I don't know if you can see that gap right here. Like, it shouldn't be there. But the thing about these tires is they're just different from regular 53-foot trailer tires. Like if you look at those trucks around here. Oh, here we go. You see how they're just different. For whatever reason, these tires just are built different. They're different size, different width, all that, and they're just rare to find. Like I'm out here in West Virginia, Beckley, West Virginia, and these tires are just hard to find this far away from the port, which is what's taking so long. And yeah, man, the way it works with the port is the company, this is a chassis that it's sitting on. The company doesn't have anything to do with these chassis. This is all the port. So we get a specific number for vendors to call. So it's not like a regular, 53-foot trailer where you could pretty much call anybody within a 20-mile radius. It has to be a specific vendor. It has to come from a specific location. So that's what makes it take so much longer. And that's why I'm going to lose a day and lose a load behind this, just a regular flat tire. So that's what it is, man. And if you're just coming back, you've seen that specific type of tire isn't a regular tire like you'll see on a 53-foot trailer or flatbed or whatever. For whatever reason, with these chassis, they changed the tire. I don't know why. I'm sure somebody smarter than me will come in the comments and explain why. So search those comments for that. And so nobody in this area had that tire, and I've been sitting now for almost 14 hours. No biggie, I've been driving long enough to know how it goes. But what this is going to do is this has ruined my week. It's ruined my week, because when you run in a local or regional or dedicated account, you're on a very tight schedule. It's a tight schedule. You don't have a lot of room for error. You know what I mean? One incident can jeopardize your schedule for the whole week. You know what I mean? Now, if it would have just been a 2-hour fix, like originally estimated by the breakdown company that, I called, then it would have been nothing. But because I had to wait from last night until this morning, now instead of getting home last night, I'm not going to get home until, I'm still 5 hours from the house. So you're talking about, depending on what time they get here, change it, and I hit the road, I won't get home until this afternoon. So, whereas I would normally be leaving out today at 11 a.m. to head to Kentucky, now I probably won't be home until 2, 3, 4 p.m. I might not make it to the port today. You know what I'm saying? And this box got to go in. This is a refrigerated load. Luckily my reefer is full up, and I don't have to worry about the, because it's a hazmat load and all that, so I don't got to worry about that, the load spoiling. But you got to get in. When you go and you pick up a load, when you run out of the port and you get a situation where you leave the port empty to go pick up a load to bring it back, you got to have that bad boy in there by a certain time, man, or it's going to be all kind of crazy, chaotic things going on, your phone ringing off the hook, everybody trying to figure out what's going on, and all over a tire. But that's the thing about when you're trying to get home. Because OTR, well, you chop it up to the game, you sit back, you relax, and you really don't sweat it too much. You know what I mean? If you get breakdown pay, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's just, you may lose a day and a half. Not a day and a half, excuse me. A half a day to a day. But as an OTR truck driver, you can make that up. It's almost like doing a 34. You know what I mean? But again, when you're trying to get home multiple times throughout the week, it just throw it can throw things off. That's all I'm saying. So I just wanted to put that out there, man. Like I said, I'm not upset. I'm not gonna come here screaming and trying to make myself look irate about a breakdown, because like I said, I've been driving long enough to know what's going on. But if you're watching this and you only have a year experience, or you're, less educated about trucking than I may be, you may, not understand how frustrating this could be. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that, man. When you're looking at being a local truck driver or a regional truck driver or whatever the case may be, these breakdowns hurt a little bit more. My check is going to be affected because of this. Whereas I would be making you know, what I would be making with 3 long runs. Now I'm going to only be able to do 2 long runs and a short run, which is going to not significantly, but it's going to affect about a couple $100. You know, possibly like up to $300. But now my check is going to be less. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can get a good paying short run, but you know. So it's trucking, man. What can you do? You know what I mean? It happens. You know, you want to be home, you want to get a local job. These are the things that can happen. You just got to understand that this is what comes with it. Being local does not exempt you from being a truck driver. Local trucks break down just as much as OTR trucks, if not more, because you're probably putting more miles on them. You know, some would dare say that local and regional drivers drive more than OTR drivers. But that's another conversation for another video. We're not going to get into that in this specific video. But that's what it is, man. I broke down. I'm waiting on the guy to come now. Hopefully they'll be here within the hour, get me changed up, and get me down the road. And, yeah, man, back to the grind. You know what I'm saying? As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, truck, and I'll check y'all next video, man. Go.